The cold was a permanent, ruthless state in the Bitterroot Range of Montana, a vast white silence that muffled.
He was heading for Mac's icebox cabin, driven by the map from the will and a grief that had festered for 3 long years.
The will was strange, a meticulously drawn map and a single key, instructing Hal to retrieve.
Hal knew the mission was penance for the desperate phone calls he chose not to answer from Mac, who had died alone, his heart simply giving out.
The low-slung Cedar Inn smelled of wood smoke, old coffee, and stale grease, offering a moment. Inside, Hal ordered his food and coffee, then spread Mac's map out on a dusty corner table to confirm the final coordinates.
It was then that Rocky's subtle demeanor shifted. The dog let out an almost inaudible sigh, signaling sharp vigilance.
This man, Jed, was built wide, aged about 45, with an angular, hard face covered in dark stubble. Hal recognized the type immediately. Territorial, possessive, and potentially dangerous, confirming his internal dread.
Rocky's tail remained still, but a low, imperceptible vibration, an internal warning growl, started in his chest.
Going out that way, are you?
Just passing through.
That's dead country. Nobody goes up there.
He was wrong. It's private property now. Take my advice. Turn around.
There's nothing up there for you but cold, deep snow, and trouble.
I appreciate the warning. But a man gave me his word, and I intend to keep mine.
The menacing presence of Jed confirmed Hal's realization. The journey was not just a fight against the Montana cold. Rocky, the German Shepherd, aged 6, moved with the silent, fluid grace of a mountain shadow. His dark... Hours into the arduous march, the landscape finally offered a landmark. Mac's cabin, perched. Hal and Rocky approached slowly, the tension thicker than the cold. Rocky pressed close to Hal's M60. Hal, ignoring the sharp protest of his knees, knelt beside Rocky and wrenched open the lid of a heavily rusted tin box found beneath the debris.
If you made it this far, the cold didn't kill you, and I knew it wouldn't. I owe you an explanation for the madness, old man.
No matter what happens, Hal, I want you to know you were the best friend I ever had.
They all thought I was running from demons. They were wrong.
I didn't build this cage to keep out ghosts, Hal. I built it to keep out men.
They wanted what was here, and I knew they'd stop at nothing to get it before Sarah, before my daughter, could lay claim. To protect a secret, Hal. A big, important secret. From the greedy bastards who were trying to steal my land.
The front door is a fool's errand. You need to find the old ventilation window on the west wall.
It's low, and it's the only access point I left unprotected. You'll have to crawl, but it's the only way in for a friend. West wall.
Hal spotted the small, rectangular window opening, almost entirely concealed beneath overlapping pieces of rusted tin.
We're in, boy.
The primary structure of the cabin, Hal realized, was built not for comfort, but for pure, desperate survival and defense.
Mac, you brilliant, stubborn fool.
Day 45. They're coming closer. I told them the perimeter was vulnerable, but Mac just laughed. He thinks the walls will save us. He's a fool.
Jed's brazen attempts to intimidate me, threatening lawsuits and property damage to force me off the land.
Hal felt a wave of vindication for Mac. His paranoia was entirely justified. He was a sentinel protecting a secret treasure.
The key turned smoothly with a soft, dull, metallic click, signaling the release of the hidden lock.
Hal pulled out the first item, a handwritten second will, dated weeks before Mac's death, clearly naming Sarah McNamara as the sole heir.
The second item was a tightly rolled, detailed technical drawing, a specialized survey map.
Hal realized Mac hadn't found gold, but proof of a significant geothermal or mineral resource beneath his parcel.
Hal felt a fierce surge of vindication. Mac was brilliant, sacrificing his peace to ensure his daughter's future. The realization of being trapped was swallowed instantly as a fierce blizzard slammed the cabin.
Visibility dropped to 0, and the wind rose to a deafening, continuous roar that sounded like a mournful giant trapped in the canyons.
Hal, his M65-clad body tense, knew Jed and his men would seize this chaos to cover their aggressive greed.
Rocky, the German shepherd in his dark olive K9 vest, took command, dashing between the windows, barking loudly to confuse the intruders.
Ow! Detonate the charges! Move! 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 Get to the cabin, they won't see us through the snow! Move! Move! Concentrate your attack! Get through that window now! Look! The window! It's here! Ah!
A blast of freezing wind and snow immediately tore into the cabin, threatening to overwhelm the internal warmth from Mac's geothermal system.
Hal! Are you in there? Say something, Hal! Damn it, where is he? No. Help!
Ark, fall back. It's coming down. Move, Jed, move!
A flash of white-hot agony exploded across Hal's shoulder blade, stealing his breath and sending him stumbling back.
Not me, boy. You. Not me, boy. You!
The dog nudged a hidden gap behind the stove, revealing a cramped, narrow snow tunnel Mac must have built for emergency escape.
Run, boy, run! Run, Rocky! You run for Sarah! Run, boy! Run!
The night was a terrifying, brilliant white nothingness as Rocky, a canine wearing a vest, plunged in. The wind threatened to rip the small canvas pouch containing Mac's legacy from his neck, but Rocky endured the physical weight of the cold and snow.
Run, boy! Run for Sarah!
Hours later, utterly spent and staggering, Rocky spotted the faintest flicker of yellow lamplight through the white chaos.
Sheriff's Department, this is Dave. I'm at the old logging trail near the totem pole. My dog is badly hurt. He needs immediate medical attention. Send help now.
The arrival of the deputies was timed perfectly to the moment the blizzard began its final, exhausted retreat.
Open this door right now! Drop it! Drop it! Hands where we can see them!
Jed and his men were quickly apprehended and placed under arrest, their greed ending ignominiously in the back of a police cruiser.
Two days later, the sun blazed down under the immense big sky of Montana, washing the land in brilliant, hopeful light.
I know you're hurting, but running away won't solve anything. You need to face this eventually.
My father didn't have friends, Mr. Thompson. He left us.
Hello there. My name is Hal, and this is Rocky.
My father didn't have friends, Mr. Thompson. He was sick. He left us.
With exquisite gentleness, Rocky lowered his massive head, nudging the canvas pouch until it rested directly at Sarah's feet.
A massive, untapped hot spring. He found it.
He never stopped loving you, Sarah. He was the Sentinel.
He never stopped loving you, Sarah. He was a sentinel.
Hal felt the crushing weight of his 3-year-old guilt finally lift, replaced by a profound, cleansing peace. Sarah decided to honor his sacrifice. She would establish the Big Sky Retreat.
Hal and Rocky visited the beautiful retreat often. Mac's sacrifice ensured their happy ending was tied to the